you know, we talked about marriage. It is our stand that marriage is between man and woman. God created marriage and women. And we talked about the roles of husband, the roles of women, and also the roles of children to respect their parents so that their years, will be more in this land. And also we talked about the widows, those who are not married, and that they may, they worship God better than us who are married because they are sinning. So these are some of the things that we talked about. But anyway, today I just want to talk about Christian families. Christians, must support their families. We never talk about this, that Christians sometimes they forget to support their families. Let me borrow the words of Umamene and he said, it's a reverse ministry. The missionaries brought the gospel in Africa, but now we are here and we are doing the evangelism. But also, God saw it fit that me and you will be here in the UK so that we will support our families back home, here and back home. You remember, the government says, those critical years, I think that was 2020, I can't remember. They were saying, the government sustained from the monies that were coming from overseas to feed their families. So it's a reminder to us that some people forget their families. They forget to support their moms, their fathers, their grandmothers, or the other families that are in need. So we as Christians, the Bible is commanding us to support them. It's not fair that your mom is struggling in the rural areas, but your fridge is like this. Do you think that you get blessings? Never. Your mom or your dad or your friend is struggling at home, but lava, they are fascinated. Just want to remind us this. Let's read First Timothy chapter 5, verse 4 and 8. First Timothy chapter 5, verse 4 and 8. You can read the whole chapter, and I just want to talk about these two verses.
1 Timothy 5, verse 4 and 8. Verse 4. But if any widow has children or grandchildren, let them first learn to show pity at home and to repay their parents, for this is good and acceptable before God. Verse 8. But if anyone does not provide for his own, and especially for those of his own household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever.
I think it's clear. Maybe I don't need to preach, it's clear that if you are not supporting your families back home, I'm not saying, brothers and sisters, you neglect your family here, but people who are here in the UK or Australia or overseas, some of them have got a tendency of not supporting their fathers and mothers, their grandmothers back home. It's a reminder to us as Christians. Verse 4, it says, let me read it by what is read it in, let me read it in our language. It says, kepha uma umfelokazi enabantwana noma abazulwana labo kithi bafunde ukuqala ukuhlonipha indlu yakwabo, babuyisele okufaneleyo kubazali babo ngoba kuyabongeka lokhu phambi kukaNkulunkulu. Verse 8 uthi kepha-ke uma umuntu engabondli abakubo kakhulu abakwakhe ukulahlile ukukholwa, kuthiwa mubi kulongakholwayo. Mubi is worse than an unbeliever. King James said he is worse, he is an infidel. Which religion is using this infidel? Yes, Muslims. The Muslims, they are saying, we who are not Muslims, we are infidels to them. Sometimes these radicals, they will say, infidels must be killed. You can see, I don't know whether, between us here, is there anybody who is not supporting his family? Verse 4 says, but if the widow has got children and the grandchildren, they should learn first to put the religion into practice by caring for their own family, and so repay their parents. We are all here children. We've got our fathers, we've got our mothers. Also, we are all grandchildren. We've got grandchildren, grandfathers. So here is saying grandchildren and children, we must learn to support our families and repaying. It's repaying because our fathers and mothers brought us into this earth, into this planet. They worked hard for us. I remember Mama, we were all in our mother's womb. 9 months, mother struggling. After that, you are born. She looks after you. She knows. Oh, Mama, they are very God created. She knows when you are sick. She can see. She can sense that you are not well on that day. She will not sleep. She will struggle until we are like this. But some of you are here. You have forgotten all that. You are enjoying yourselves here, but your mom is struggling back home. Has got no food. Your dad, your grandma. Please, the Bible is giving us the responsibility as Christians. Here, Paul was telling Timothy to rebuke those who are not doing that. So I am doing that. If I'm not doing that, I'm rebuking myself. If you are not doing that, I'm But if you're not doing that, God is not pleased about you. It's high time. Even children here can see your mom and dad, they are struggling. But you enjoy yourself. No, the Bible says we must repay. Please. They are grown up now. We as children, we need to repay. And feed them. Because they also fed us. They brought us. They were struggling. You all know, selling to their cows, cattle, for you to be like this. But when we are here, you forget. It's bad. If you are here, if you all know any Christian who is not doing that, rebuke him or her. But I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about us here. If you're not doing that, it's high time you do that. Verse 8, Uti, if you're not doing that, you are worse. You are bad. You have thrown away your faith. With James 15, with faith without works is dead. You have thrown away your faith. You'll be singing here, but your mom is starving at home. You have thrown away your faith. If you're not doing that, please, Bazalaman, infidel, the Bible says you are worse than an unbeliever. Why? The unbelievers, I don't know why, how did this. Maybe they're not doing well. They are not doing the right thing. That you are worse than a believer. The Bible says you are bad. But we need, Bazaloni, as Christians, not to forget that our families, they need our help. You know, I don't know. You need to be serious about helping others who are in need. Helping others who are vulnerable. The first verse 4, talking about the widows. Maybe your mom is a widow. The Bible says grandchildren, a son, need to support. Not to say, oh, my mom, they are there. Oh, auntie, they are there. They need to support their mom. No! Grandchildren, if you are here, you need to support your grandma. The Bible is saying that. Not just to spend your money and forget. Yeah, home yours is that was I don't want your money about that home mama. It's a reminder to us here, not other people, that as Christians we need to support our families. They don't need to go hungry. While we are here in the UK, Pastor Lord, we know that we are far much better than those who are at home. Some they go without food. But why this year we throw away food? People have tendency to buy things, it is expired, throw it in the bin. But you've got relatives who are starving. But you are here. You have forgotten. The Bible says you are worse than a person who is not a believer. Our language is saying be kulo muntu ongakholwayo. I don't want whether do you want to see ukubize ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi umubi. Umuntu omubi within the society. He was not somebody who was liked about the society. But mubi nenhliziyo embi esibheka. Lento bengaye ngani kwawuthini. Eyikhulunywa esigabeni ukuthi intombi lena imbi. But I'm just making some examples that a person in the community who was the worst person, was not liked by anybody. But let's not be like that. Bazarwa, let's not be like that. But we need to do that. If we are to please God, the Bible says it is pleasing. I mean to do that. John chapter 15, verse 34 and 35. My God. I want to end by that. John chapter 14.
John chapter 13.
So, let me find the verse. Let me find the verse. Sorry. John chapter 13. Yeah, John chapter 13, verse 34 and 35.
A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another.
We've been talking here during the Sunday school. That is a family of God. We need to love one another. We need to visit one another. So that people will know that we are the children of God. Uthi nginika lo mlayo omuhle ukuba nithandane njengalokhu ngiyithanda nani nithanda ngalokhu bonke bayakwazi ukuthi ningabafundi bami uma nithandana. If we love one another, people will know that we have decided. But it is just a reminder of what we love, even our families. God has given us this great commandment that we love each other, because God loved us. So, it's a reminder, please, if you are not supporting your family, umubi, you are a waste person than a believer. I'm not going to give you to a busy altar call, but you know you are a mature Christian. You need to do what the Bible says. James, if we are not doing this, why we know we are sinning? So the boy is in my court, in your court, that if you are not supporting your family, you are worse than an infidel. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Amen.